Yeah, let's do my go-to makeup. And I'm just gonna kind of walk through what I do normally every day, and then in a different video I'm going to show you guys how I do a glam, like a full glam look, because I like doing both. However, I don't do the full glam a lot, but I love doing it, and I usually do it when I have nowhere to go, just like how I'm going to do this. So I'm gonna walk you through it real quick. So I always make sure that I have, if it's during the day, I usually wear sunscreen and moisturizer, and then a primer as well. Even though I'm not wearing a ton of makeup, I feel like primer just helps the makeup look super nice. So I still wear primer. You don't have to if it's like an everyday look. I just like how the products look on my skin when I do wear primer. Oh, and the primer is the Revolution Star primer. So I usually go through between this one and the e.l.f. one. This one's like almost finished, but these are the two that I kind of bounce back and forth with. So okay, I already let the primer sit. I'm actually going to use both of these shades. This is the Halo Glow liquid filter. You guys have seen me use it. I usually put it on before I do my the rest of my makeup. So I feel like this is usually like my foundation, but I have to mix it because this tends to be a little bit darker and then this tends to be a little bit lighter, but when combined they work really well. So let's just, and it's okay, it may look like a lot of product, but it's not, and you're gonna want to glow everywhere. Now I'm gonna go in with this fluffy brush. We're just going to, in circular motions, blend that product in and be like very soft and gentle. I know it looks like, I don't know, it just always looks like it's rough when I'm like rubbing it onto my skin. But do you see that glow? Glow, glow, glow. Oh! So yeah, I have to mix the two to kind of get a nice, like, even shade. And I'll just drag it on my neck if I need to, if I want to keep adding on depending on what I'm wearing here. But we're probably gonna have a part 2. We're gonna have lots of parts to this, so hang tight. Now I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It's hydrating, so it's perfect for if you want to move the product around. And you guys, look, it's pretty light. Go to part 2, you guys. Okay, so this is where I would place the concealer. I would take that same brush, and some people let it sit. I sometimes do, I sometimes don't. But they work both ways. It all depends on your skin. I have normal, like, combo skin, so normal, dry to oily. Oh my gosh. So sometimes my skin can be super dry depending on the season, and sometimes it could be like very like oily. Now we're just gonna blend this out. Like I was saying, everyday makeup could be like, it looks like a lot, but I barely put any on. But this would be like my base. And that's usually it. That's usually my entire base. And then, because the lighting is like, well, no, it's not super crazy, but you can see like the shine, the glow that comes from that halo filter. And then also, when I said I don't go anywhere with glam, sometimes when I'm doing videos or content is when I'll do the full glam. But even if I go places, like, I don't always want to do it heavy. But the concept of doing it is so great, and your makeup could look so good and last for such a long time. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, I realized I wasn't even recording. This is why sometimes it's like the frustration of doing makeup. I didn't put any under here. I didn't want to, but I'm gonna show you guys on this side. So what I did is I took this 16-hour Camel Concealer matte finish and I use it as my bronzer. I like the way it looks, so I put like 2 little dots here, here, and then 2 here, just to give me that look, and then some on my nose. And I'm just gonna use this big brush, a big old brush, to blend it out. Okay, and like I said, I didn't put any down here, but maybe I'll like brush a little bit. Again, you're just trying to make your skin look more bronzy and like 3-dimensional. Anyway, if you want to go in and add a little bit more because you want to and because you can. But I've been loving this. It's a concealer, but I like it as my bronzer. It's in the shade Chocolate. Go to part 3. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my NYX Soft Cheek Blush Mousse. It's in the shade Nude Tude. And I'm just gonna put that right here. I actually really like this shade. It's not like super pink, but it's such a pretty color. And we're gonna blend that out. It's so funny because I'm like using the same brush, and sometimes that's really like how it is for me. Do you see that? It's not like anything crazy. It's like super subtle, but trust me, it's good. If you want to add more, blush is life, you guys. Blush is life. But again, it's the shade. I will go over it with powder to set it, like a powder set a powder blush. But this is like a cream mousse like blush. Okay, so I am actually going to try this e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. A lot of the stuff I got off my Amazon page, so if you are wanting the link to my Amazon front store, it's actually in my bio. Go to my link in my bio. Everything is in there. Everything is pretty much organized of looking for products. I actually don't like this top, so I'm gonna figure out how to get this off. So give me a sec. Okay, that took me forever to take off. It had to come off in like 2 parts. Anyways, be very careful when you're taking it off. I know it's there to control the product, but I'm okay. It just takes forever for me to get the product out. So I'm gonna use the lid. I'm gonna grab some of that powder. This is my first time using this powder. It's actually in shade medium. Oh wait, is it? Wait. Shade medium or light. It's not translucent, so we're going to put a little bit there. Why do we do this? To keep that product under your eye in place, especially. Oh, so your face is not gonna be shiny the entire time, you guys. Like, powder is just going to help set that, and you don't need to do the setting baking style. At least for the everyday look, you just want to kind of put a little in the areas that your makeup that you want it to stay in place. Again, little, look how little that is. We're just adding that on. Gosh, that looks really good. I'm happy with it. Okay, so I added some onto my forehead. And then look how, I actually really like it. So it isn't, what shade is this? I know it's not the translucent one or the powder, like the white powder, kind of like this. So I have a lot of e.l.f. stuff. Such a good affordable brand. I feel like I'm doing a lot of my look using e.l.f. today. And it's funny because I accomplish these looks with different makeup. So I'll use my Saint Beauty, I'll use other items from different Like I love using different brands. And sometimes I'll do a whole look with one brand, and then some I mix and match depending on what I love and what works so great. I'm gonna put a little bit of powder onto my eyelids because it's super oily. And there we go. We're gonna do our brows and then our eyes and then do the finishing touches. Okay, as I was going to grab the product for my brows, I grabbed the dark one, which is like a eyeliner, and started over here, and we had to clean that off. So, story of my life. I usually use a brown, like a light, like color, liner, or I use my, oh, I found it, my pomade. I was looking for my pomade. So I use this like brownish pomade in this to do my brows. So I'm not reaching again into that because I'm gonna get the wrong color. And then someone's trying to call. Let me fix my eyebrows real quick. Okay, the brows are done. Like it literally takes me seconds. Sorry, someone is like calling. Okay, brows are done. We're gonna go into the eyes, and I'm not gonna do anything like over the top. We are actually going to go in with my Kaja. These are so fun. My Kaja bento box, and just use the shades in here. I'm actually just going to go in with this shade here, which is, there's no names for each shade, but it is called Chocolate Dahlia. And we're not using primer because like I said, this is like a daily look, and I just want to create some dimension in my eyes. So again, just using that middle shade, and we're probably gonna need to go to a part 5. 3 minutes is not enough. Okay, so I already went in with this shade and just kind of did it all over my lid. Oopsie, sorry puppy. Just hit my dog in the face. And then I'm gonna go in with this Moodstruck liquid shadow, which is Reverend. It is a shimmer shadow. And this is like literally my go-to eyeshadow look. If I just want it like to be quick, but I still want it to look pretty. And then it's a very blendable, you guys. Like, look. And I just kind of keep it more in the center. But really it's up to you where you want to apply that. I might put some in the inner corner. I think I will put some in the inner corner. But literally, if I'm lazy, I won't put anything in the inner corner. Well, the inner corner looks so good. If you're poly, and I'm gonna say this, like sometimes I used to think it makes it looks like you have somos in your eyes, like eye boogers. So important to blend. And then I'm actually, since I'm here, just kidding, hold on. I forgot to put, so instead of like eyeliner or anything else, I like to just bring that product. Use that same one I use on my eyelid. And just rub it underneath my eyes to kind of create, I mean, you can see the look, right? Use the same one. Again, this is just, with my eye shape, it's just pretty. When you highlight like right underneath in the center, because it just makes your eye pop a little bit more, and it like opens up my eyes a little bit. Now we're gonna go and do some mascara, because that's really it. Like, okay, like I want to put a little bit of this color like right on the outer corners of the darker shade. And I'll just like kind of do like a little V like this way, and just incorporate it there. if you want to like smoke it out a little bit. And then I just use this fluffy end of the brush just to go in circles and to keep it there in place. Maybe drag it a little bit down. Okay, for real, let's move on now. I have a feeling I'm labeling these wrong, like part 1, part 2, part 3. I don't even know what part I'm on. I hope I'm doing it right. And if I don't, y'all get it, right? I already curled my lashes like that you can barely see. Then I'm gonna go in with my Moodstruck Epic 40 lash. And we're just gonna start at the bottom. You know how everyone does a different way of putting on mascara. I watched videos where people like blink and stuff. I can't do the blinking because it like, I blink and all the mascara is all over my eye, underneath my eye. It doesn't work. Maybe because I don't like blink gently. I think that's it. Okay, let's just count that as one coat, right? It's really pretty. You're probably gonna hear my boys. My husband, they are going for driving lessons, so I like to start at the bottom. It says start at the bottom and shake it up. I swear, like, everyone has a different, like, don't shake it, it'll do this, don't do that. Like, everyone just has their favorite way. I like to do both. You're like, oh, they all do the same thing. Okay, pretty. That is what, I don't know how many coats I did, you guys. I just do it until I feel super satisfied with it. Go in. I do my bottom ones because I feel good with the powder that's under my eyes. Usually it helps avoid raccoon eyes. Please don't make me do another part. Let me finish this makeup now. Okay. We're gonna go in with my blush. Hold on. Ooh, I hope I can do this. Okay, blush. Using the same brush. I'm gonna go in with this shade here. It is a little bit more pink. And we're just going to build it up. It's so pretty. Look, ah! So pretty. It is powder, so it'll be perfect to setting that. Isn't it so pretty? It's in the shade Sisterly, I think. And then we're gonna put on our lip. Trust me, this takes me like literally less than 10 minutes to do this everyday look. This is the shade Sepia Kiss, and it's She Glam. Again, on my Amazon page. Yay, and that's it. This is everyday look. Let me know if you have any questions. I can send you the links. Have a good one.